Hey everybody, so happy to see you. My name is Stacy and I have my friend Zamira with me today. Say hello, Zamira.
Hi everybody, I'm Samira.
So I am really excited. Today we are talking about two really cool animals, giraffes and jackals. And there are a lot of really interesting facts that you can learn about giraffes and jackals, but they're also a really interesting way to talk about what we need and what we want and how we're feeling and how to communicate that, to how to ask that of other people and really have a conversation. And another interesting part of that I love is that there's giraffe language, there's jackal language, but everybody has a giraffe and a jackal. So, Zamira, what is the difference between giraffe language and jackal language? And what are you holding too?
Yes, so these are my friends, the giraffe, you could see him, and the jackal. And the difference between them, like Stacy was saying, is that we all have a inner giraffe and an inner jackal, and that when our hearts are feeling good, when you have your needs met and everything is going well, you have your feelings are generally happy and joyful, and all your needs are met, then your inner giraffe is on board and kind of in charge of what's going on for you. But when your needs aren't met, when say you're feeling really frustrated and maybe sad or mad, then your inner jackal is kind of in charge of how you're thinking and how you're behaving and responding to life. So that's kind of the difference.
I love that. So what I hear you saying is that, the jackal might show up when I'm upset or stressed about something or feeling angry, that the jackal can be kind of demanding about things, and that it can kind of cause separation and confusion because I'm not really saying what I want and what I need. Whereas the giraffe is more about coming from a place of loving kindness. I kind of check in with myself and I know what I want and I ask for it in a kind way. Is that what I hear you saying, Zamira?
Yes, you nailed it, Stacy. That was perfect. Yes.
Excellent. So I also love this idea that the giraffe has the biggest heart of any land mammal, right? Which helps you tune into that love. Like you think of your heart and love, and giraffes have huge hearts. So when you're using your giraffe language, you're using that loving language, which is super cool. But really, what difference does it make if I use giraffe language or jackal language? Like, does it
Well,
really make a difference?
I think so. I think it's really important to use our giraffe language because it means that we're speaking with kindness to ourselves and to other people. And of course, we all know that when people are speaking kindly, it's easier to hear what they have to say. It's easier to find a solution to your problems, and it's also easier to take care of yourself when you're speaking to yourself with kindness. And so that's why I like to use, this is what my friend Giraffe has taught me a lot about, is to speak with giraffe language because it helps me with those three things: to be kind to myself, to be kind to other people, and to also solve my problems easier.
Okay, so can you give me an example of how your giraffe might speak with giraffe language?
Absolutely. So, Mr. Giraffe, say that you're running with your friend to a swing and you both get there and your friend happens to get onto the swing, or maybe even you fall along the way. You know, that happens sometimes when you're both rushing. And a giraffe would say, "Oh, I feel sad that I didn't get to have a turn on the swing yet, but I would really like to have a turn. Could I have a turn on the swing when you're done swinging? Maybe we could take turns." And so he asked for what he needed. He used an I message. I feel sad and I would like to take turns. And he asked for what he would like.
That's so perfect. And I love that you brought up that I message, asking for what you want using an I message. That is so powerful when you can say, instead of give me this, right? Or do that, or tell me, you say, I feel, or I want, or I would like, or maybe I choose, or I need. And just like what you said, like maybe here's an example. I'm feeling sad and I need a hug, right? Or I'm feeling really mad and I want to yell and I need time by myself, right?
Absolutely. Those were great examples, Stacy. Yes.
Yay, giraffe language.
He's
The
very
other
happy.
the other cool thing about our giraffe language is it's also how we can show we care about others. Giraffe language asks questions, how are you feeling? Or I want to understand that. Or giraffe language when you're using your listening ears, right? To talk to somebody and hear what they're saying. Those are all really great parts of giraffe language as well. And they come with that I message still. I care about you. I want to understand. So I love that. I love that so much. But when I'm upset or angry or stressed out, like it can be really hard to use giraffe language. Like, what do I do then?
Yeah, that's such a good question. So if your inner jackal is say that you're feeling your inner jackal. You're feeling upset, you're feeling mad, you're feeling sad. It can be really hard to shift yourself back into your inner giraffe. But some ways to do that, I think, is to first pause and to focus on taking 3 deep breaths and remind yourself that it's not okay to hurt yourself or others with your words or with your actions. And so the way to return to giraffe language and giraffe behavior is to take those deep breaths, maybe count to 10, maybe find some space of your own, like Stacy mentioned earlier, and use your words. Remember, I feel sad. I need a hug, like she said. Or I feel mad. I need some space and time to calm down. And to if it's really, if your inner jackal is really on board, to maybe ask for help, to find a teacher or a parent or a friend and say, I need help. Calming down and returning to my jackal's on board. I'm feeling sad and mad, and I need help returning to my kind words towards myself and towards others. And then if you go do another activity as you're returning to calm, so that can be really helpful too. Those are just some ways that I get my inner giraffe back on board.
I think those are perfect. And I use a lot of those myself. So I totally understand what you're saying. So we actually would love for you to give this a try this week, right? Or really all the time, where we would ask you to tune in to your giraffe. Tune in to your giraffe, right? And to that kindness, but also to pay attention to when the jackal comes out, right? When that jackal comes out, you have a need, you have a feeling, you have something. So, what is that? Pay attention to why that jackal is coming out. And also when your giraffe is showing up, tuning into your giraffe and that big heart and that kindness. All right, our affirmation for today is kind words bring the power of peace. Kind words bring the power of peace. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thank you to Zamira and to the giraffe and to the jackal for showing up today. And we will talk to you again soon. Bye.
Bye, everybody.